Welcome back to the channel. Today we are in the San Francisco 49ers playbook here on the offensive side of the ball in gun tight slot flip. That's going to put your tight end here on the line of scrimmage. We're just going to come out in the halfback sweep. I'm going to match with nickel on the other side. And let's just get right into the scheme here. We're going to start with the run game. We have the inside zone, and like I said, we're going to come out in the halfback sweep. So you kind of get the versatile inside-outside type of run game. I always like to have options in the run game. A lot of people just come out and throw the ball every single time. I mean, that's good too and everything for sure. But I like to have I like to play, real football and try to actually run the ball here, and you hit a big one with the run game anyway. The inside zone is always a versatile, really, really versatile run. The outside flowing run here, obviously meant to get to the outside. George Kittle is going to be a tank in the blocking game right there for us as well, and just lead us down the field. And of course, I mean, here they kind of have a guy sort of outside of that wide nine. Hey, that's fine. We're just going to run the ball down your throat there. Not too bad, not too bad. Trying to pick up yards in the run game. Of course, everything's not going to be a big play in the run game as well. I don't want to hash it out too much with the runs here. Of course, run where they're not. We are in shotguns. We don't get the privilege of being able to run right, run left, run up the middle, run everywhere. But we can run inside, run outside, and you do have this inside zone, which you can. I mean, that's a really, really big cutback right there. You can kind of hit that left shoulder of the center if you want to. Like here, we'll try to. Well, actually, I should have bounced it out right there. It would have been a good time for an outside run. But, the run game there, you can also just bounce it, boom, right outside of the guard of the center, or the shoulder of the center there, and kind of hit it up the middle, or bounce it out. Run game, run it where they're not. Always keep it simple, but we still like to have the run game as a part of the scheme as a whole. As for the fun part of the scheme, as for the passes, let's start with mountain, smash, slot, choice. That is a mouthful right there. Gun tight slot flip, mountain smash slot choice. That's a lot to say in the huddle, I gotta say. Brock Purdy's doing it for sure. Left side of the field, though, we're running smash with Kittle and Jennings, just trying to create a high-low. And if there is a zone over there, trying to make that corner pick between Jennings. Does it go stay with Jennings down the field or play up and try to stop Kittle? And on this right side of the field here, I do like to put Christian McCaffrey. I like to put him either on a streak. He kind of goes in, kind of gets through that after all the garbage gets through. Or I like to put him on this halfback post. And this halfback post has been killing it for me this year. It's just a really unique route, and it almost has to take, I don't want to say it has to take a user to cover it, but it's just a very unique route, and it's nice to have out of the backfield here. So we'll try to run it like this. Honestly, I see Kendrick Bourne coming wide open down the field, and that's just Christian Gonzalez. A little bit of leverage right there for us in our favor, but we'll take that all day, every day. Chris McCaffrey again, man, going on this, oh my goodness, and the Kendrick Bourne, man, oh man, he's A+ day for Kendrick Bourne already, 2 for 2 plays, 2 catches, but we'll kind of run it we'll kind of run McCaffrey on the streak as well, just sort of mix it up, and you can kind of see he kind of gets through in a nice timing way, when Pearsall gets through there, it kind of gets through in a nice timing, a nice rhythm to the play there. And Kendrick Bourne, man, this route is just absolutely eating them alive. And that's Kendrick Bourne. So keep that in mind. Nice route, though. Nice schematics to this play here. Again, you still have the left side of the field that you're working. George Kittle in the flat. Jennings going down the field. Just a really nice way to start this scheme here. We'll try to hit Pearsall, and there he kind of gets lost in the sauce right there. His defender, I think that was Christian Gonzalez on him as well, so kind of gets lost in the sauce. Ricky Pearsall coming across the middle of the field, wide open, and just really nice here. Of course, here Christian McCaffrey is also going to be wide open. I believe that it was a linebacker on him, so take that for what it is. But still getting to a very tender area. The defender playing way over top of him. Not exactly sure he's going to run the post. That's the only bad part about this. Running the post here, we'll kind of show you what that looks like. It just gets messy over the middle of the field a lot of the times, and there it actually works out really nice. So maybe you do mix in the post some of the times if you can get that spacing right with the defense right there. But as for the next one, sail, really nice, really simple play here, and just a couple adjustments you can run here. We're going to take Jennings over here, and we're going to put him on a deep cross, on a post, whatever one of those you would prefer, or you can put him on a streak and kind of run that as a dagger concept over there with him and Kittle. But I like to put him on the deep cross. Kind of does the same thing. The big post would actually do it even a little bit better. Kind of does the same thing, but just a little bit better. George Kittle coming back to the ball in man coverage, really nice there on the dig route. And now you're working the outside, you're working the inside. This scheme really just does work really all over the field here. And here Jennings going to be wide open. Just that weird alignment with the stack between him and George Kittle over there kind of creates alignment mismatches right there. We'll see if we can show you here in instant replay. Guy just gets lost. I think he does have a safety on him. Yeah, he does eventually get a safety on him in match coverage, just running wide open across the middle of the field. Of course, we're running sail. We are trying to set up necessarily Kendrick Bourne and Christian McCaffrey on that high-low like we've been talking about. Put that defender in conflict. Ricky Pearsall is the clear out to carry that deep guy down the field. So just really makes it nice for Jennings over the middle of the field there. Of course, you're saying, yeah, a user could take that away. But say a user does take that away, you still do have George Kittle coming across the middle of the field. And then, put him on a short cross. There, Brock Purdy's just going to sack. If we could have blocked it up, George Kittle was coming across to open the middle of the field. But you can imagine the user taking that first route, taking Jennings coming across on the deep cross, and freeing up George Kittle on the... we were trying to throw, freeing up George Kittle in that exact spot right there, right on the hashes for where we're aligned right here on the field. But Sale, really nice play. Of course, you could always put Kendrick Bourne if you don't like that route necessarily. Leave the entire left side of the field. Well, now we have Jennings on a... let's just restart this. Let's just restart this here. Sale. You could always put Kendrick Bourne on the corner here. Leave that left side of the field completely the same. And then you're getting a little bit more depth with Bourne there. Still the same thing. Does he go? He didn't really actually do anything there with either 31. Didn't come down. He didn't go up. He didn't play with anybody. So either of those guys were open. Brock Purdy got to put the ball on him right there. But just a few different things you can do there with Sale. Really nice play all around. And that was actually the outside zone. I didn't say that before. You can always cut that up too. Sometimes there is a little bit of a cut-up lane right there like we just did. And you can kind of hit that a little bit in the run game as well. Last one here, P.A. Reed. All I like to really do is put George Kittle on the post or on the deep crosser as well. Put him on the deep crosser. And then if you want to block up Christian McCaffrey, you can. I usually just cancel the animation right there and just play it through that. But you can see George Kittle on the big crosser. Same kind of thing, working that middle of the field, and I quit on the play. But it's a different guy working in the middle of the field right there. We had on Sale, I mean, Kittle was kind of working, but he was running a different route, obviously. Here, we're going to be running it sort of the same way, sort of the same kind of function, just a little bit different of an order. And, of course, you could always put Kittle on that big post out there. And then sometimes I like to even put Kendrick Bourne on a drag. Just sort of mix it up, run the zig, run the drag, mix it up every once in a while. Here I don't actually even cancel the play action. We'll take the drag underneath. Actually, really good play there by 14 right there. That's Spillane. Really good play right there as well. So we'll try to, well, here I screwed it up as well from the start. But Kittle, put him on. I like him put him on the deep cross. That's kind of my favorite way to do it. Here we'll kind of cancel that play action. If they're going to give us that wide open. And you can just see putting a bunch of stuff in the middle of the field confuses the zones, confuses the user. Just makes it that little bit easier even to just try to get these guys open coming across the middle of the field when it's all messy like that. But P.A. Reed, really nice one. Of course, you do have Ricky Pearsall on the big route out there. Hit him quick there. Hit George Kittle quick across the middle of the field. Just a lot of different areas you're able to attack with this, and just a lot of big chunk plays. A lot of plays down the field. You saw us hitting Kendrick Bourne on this kind of going outside, come back inside post. Sale, a lot of big plays out of that. You can hit across the middle of the field. P.A. Reed, same thing. And even the run game is pretty explosive, can be pretty good out of that. So, not a bad scheme here out of gun, tight, slot, flip in the 49ers playbook. Pretty good all around. Run game, pass game, has a little bit of everything for you if you're looking for big plays. But that is all I really have for this one, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate all the likes, all the comments since coming back from this. From our little hiatus here, trying to upload every day, trying to get these schemes out. And I said it before in one of these other videos, do have big announcements coming on the channel. Don't want to put them out there yet. Still doing some figuring here in the background, but have some big announcements. Hopefully everybody sticks around for that. Subscribes to the channel, likes the videos. Leave me a comment, guys. Let me know what you want to see next. What your favorite color is, whatever it is, drop it in the comment section below, and we're going to get to it eventually there and see it. So appreciate you guys doing that, and I hope to see you in the next one. Later.